today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Canva Whiteboard on a laptop from absolute beginner level. So if you are a student, a teacher, someone who attends online classes, or somebody who wants to brainstorm idea visually, then this video is going to be very helpful for you. And I'll explain each button, each tool and each feature slowly, so do not worry if you've never used Canva Whiteboard before. So make sure you watch till the end before I'll share. So first we need to open to Google Chrome here, and before opening Canva, let's understand what Canva Whiteboard actually is. Canva Whiteboard is a digital whiteboard, so which means you write digitally, add shapes, add images, collaborate with people online, shape everything automatically. And this is specially useful for teaching, projects, sessions and other stuff. So now you can simply go to the top bar here, type down canva.com, and after you're done, click onto the enter. If you already have an account, you can simply click onto login in the top right corner over here. But if you're new, you can simply click onto this sign up using Google, email or Facebook. But I already have an account, so I'm going to log in over here. You click onto this continue if this email is your account on Canva. But if it is not, you can simply select continue with another account and choose an account to continue to Canva and select continue. Once you log in, you land in Canva's dashboard, shows your previous designs, suggested templates, search bar on top, and take a few seconds to observe the screen. And to open Canva Whiteboard, at the top of Canva, click on the search bar here. At the top of Canva here, we could see the search bar. Click onto this and type down whiteboard. And over here, when you type down whiteboard, you'll see this option that says create a blank whiteboard. Click onto this plus icon here. Once you click it, Canva opens a large blank white screen. This is your Canva Whiteboard. And now let me explain the screen properly. This big white space is your working area. Unlike normal Canva design, it is very large, rollable and almost infinite. You can move in any direction. And on the left side, you'll see tools like templates, elements, text, brands, draw and uploads. These are the main tools you'll use. And on the top, you could see the file name here, undo, redo buttons over here. You see zoom level in the editing and share button over here on the top right corner. Understanding this layout will make Canva Whiteboard very easy to use. And now you can click on the templates from the panel here. Templates are pre-made whiteboard. You'll find templates for mind maps, brainstorming, lesson planning, project workflows or any other stuff. And if you're a beginner, I strongly recommend using templates over here. Simply click on one of this template. Over here, the template just transported on the whiteboard. So now you can edit the text or you can delete unwanted parts. You can also add new section. Templates help you structure your ideas properly. So what you can do is over here, we can see this text. You can simply select this, double click onto this and select delete. Over here, the text just got deleted and you can add your own text. And on the left hand side, click onto this text here. And you'll see options like heading, subheading and the body text. You need to double click on any of these text styles. As I'm double clicking this subheading, where the subheading just got added right here. You can either change the font style here. If you want to make it smaller, you can. If you want to make it larger, you can simply do this plus, increase font size and decrease font size. And if you want to change the font letters here, you can simply click onto this and find all this document fonts here. You can select any document font as per your recommendation or as per your preference. And if you want to make it text color different, you can click onto this and select all of these colors here, whichever you like and whichever you prefer according to this word. And if you want to make it bold, you can click onto this as well, or any other styles or italics, or if you want to underline, you can do this as well. After you're done, you can drag this text anywhere on the whiteboard by just simply double clicking onto this and sliding it over here. Now click onto this elements here. On the left hand side, we could see this section is extremely important for whiteboards. After you click onto this, you'll get into this option, either generate images or any rectangle, square, lines of the elements. You'll find shapes, lines, arrows, icons, sticky note. Over here, what you can do is simply slide a bit until you find a sticky note here. Click onto the sticky note. Here you can type your idea. You can do this, any sticky note you prefer. Over here, we can see this sticky note just been added. You can simply add a text over here by double clicking onto this sticky note. And if you want to change your color in the top, you could see this icon here that says color. You can click onto this and this interface will open. You'll see tons of colors. You can do is simply click onto the color whichever you prefer. And if you want to move it, you can move it freely as well. If you want to use arrows to connect idea visually, you can do that as well by simply crossing this icon here. If you do not find it, you can type down as well that says arrow, and you'll find tons of arrows. Select one of the arrows here, and this makes your whiteboard clear and easy to understand as well. And if you want to draw on the left hand side, we could see this tools icon here. Click onto this tool, and here you can choose this red icon here that says draw. Click onto that and choose any brushes you like here. As I'm going to select one of the brush here, and simply double click onto this whiteboard, and you can simply draw however you want to. But if you make a mistake and you want to erase the mistake, and here we could see this eraser, click onto this and simply double click and you can use it. If you want to add any images and file uploads, you can do that as well. So click onto uploads over here. On the left hand side, click on upload, and here you can upload images, screenshots, PDFs. So if you want to drop content from Drive, photos, or any of the social media over here, you can do that as well. But if you want to do it from your library, click on to upload files in the top. Here you'll get into this interface of your library. Scroll up it and select one of this option. And once the file is uploaded, you can drag the image onto the whiteboard. Double click on it and put it on the whiteboard here. So you just add it on the whiteboard. If you want the make size bigger, you can simply double click on the side of it and make it bigger by zooming out. And if you want to place it anywhere, we can do that as well by simply double clicking on the middle and place it wherever you want. An image make explanation more visually and engaging. Because Canva whiteboard is large, navigation is very important. If you want to zoom in or zoom out on the bottom, we could see this icon here. You can simply make it this increase, and if you want to make it on decrease side, you can simply move it on the left hand side as well. This helps you manage large whiteboards easily. And the next is collaboration and sharing. Now click on the share button in the top right corner over here. Here you can invite people using email, copy a link over here, and set a view or edit permissions as well by clicking onto this icon here. And this is great for any projects, teaching, or brainstorming, and multiple people can work at the same time on whiteboard. So over here, after clicking onto this download selection, Canva saves automatically. You can download it as PDF. So select the download. Here you can download it as PDF, image, or presentation by selecting this file type. Click onto that, and if you want your file to be in JPG, PNG, PDF standard, print, or any of this option from here, you can do that as well. And this is useful for submitting printing notes, writing offline it as well. On the bottom left, we could see this notifications icon here. Click onto the notifications here, and this is the notification center, and all the design shares, comments, team updates, and new Canva features alerts will be showing over here in the notification. Clicking any notifications, open it directly. If you want to change the theme in Canva interface, on the bottom left, we could see this profile here. Click onto the profile, and over here you can see this theme icon. Click onto this theme and you'll get into this interface. Either you want to make it the light interface or the dark. Simply select any of the interface that you prefer, either light or dark, by clicking on it, and hence you just change the theme. And if you want to log out, scroll all the way to the bottom here on the logout, click onto the logout, and you'll be successfully logged out from the Canva account. So this was a complete detailed tutorial on how to use Canva Whiteboard on laptop. So if you're a student, teacher, or professional, this tool can make your work much easier. And thank you for watching this video. I hope I could help you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you have any trouble using Canva, you can simply comment down below and we will reach out to you very soon.